Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and welcome to Denver, Colorado Sports Authority Field. This is week number 4 of my Philadelphia Eagles franchise. We are still in the first season, taking on the undefeated Denver Broncos, led by Peyton Manning, who leads the NFL in passing yards, and Demaryius Thomas, who leads the league in receiving yards, and those two are going to connect right away on their very first possession. Demaryius sneaks by a couple defenders, and they are already knocking on the door, trying to score. No, Sean Moreno's going to pick up another first down there, and the Broncos are already in the red zone. Peyton Manning drops back to pass. Nobody's open. He forces one. Bradley Fletcher drops the interception. Could have been his third of the year. Could have been a game-changing interception. Instead, the Broncos go up on top, 7-0, so we get the ball behind center here. Nick Foles hands it off to LaShawn McCoy, who stumbles, picks up a couple yards, nothing too great. 2nd and 6, Foles drops back, almost intercepted there as their defender is going to knock it down, and it's a double negative as we get called for a holding penalty now, so it's now going to be 2nd and very, very long. Foles drops back, this time finds Macklin, a very minimal gain. 3rd and long now. Foles once more drops back, looking for somebody, but he gets hit before he can get the ball completely out. We would be forced to punt, and the very next play, Manning connects to Demaryius Thomas once more. It's going to be a 14-0 game. Our defense just played absolutely horrible to start this game off, and now it's going to be up to the offense to carry us. So getting back to the ball here after the touchback on the kickoff. Still the first quarter. We're going to run a counter to LaShawn McCoy here. There's a big gain. He's going to get to the 50-yard line and a first down. Foles drops back to pass. He's going to find Brent Selleck there, picking up yet another first down. Now 1st and 10. Foles once more running the screenplay to LaShawn. He picks up a couple more yards, about 7 there on the screenplay, and then we're going to hand it off to Shady. He's going to go towards the left, get inside the red zone. So now the offense is rolling. Foles drops back, looking for either Macklin or Selleck. He finds Macklin, who gets to the 1-yard line, and then 2 plays later, we're going to find Zach Ertz for the touchdown. The rookie scores his touchdown here as the lead is now cut in half, 14-7. The defense has to step up, has to make a play. We're now in the second quarter. Peyton Manning commanding his offense. It's so annoying playing against Peyton Manning when it's computer controlled. And look at Moreno spinning, running people over. He's going to get another huge gain. The defense is failing us yet again as the Broncos are knocking on the door. There's Caldwell picking up the first down. Peyton's going to drop back once more, roll out to the right, look to the left, finds Eric Decker on the slant route. Another touchdown for the Broncos, just no defense at all. This is the same thing that happened in the real matchup in Week 4 when the Eagles traveled to Denver. We could just not stop Peyton Manning, and eventually he outscored the Eagles himself. But we're going to try to change the fate here. Shady makes a nice juke, cuts to the left, another huge, huge gain. He's going to get to about the 10-yard line, and he goes down with an injury. That play was very, very similar to the one where he went down with an injury at the end of the last game against the Chiefs. And this time, Shady'd be knocked out for the rest of the game, so he would not return. The injury report said a broken jaw. I'll give you a spoiler. Luckily, after this game was completed, he would not be missing any other time. So it was just the rest of this game. He's going to finish the day with 99 yards. Not too bad considering he only played about a quarter and a half, but it's a very big loss, a person that we rely heavily on our offense. But we did end up scoring on that drive, getting back to the Broncos ball there. Another big gain, this time by Julius Thomas. No pass rush there, allowed their receivers to get free. And now it looks like Eric Decker is going to score another touchdown as they go back up now, I believe, 28-14. Still the second half. My guys were winded, so Deshaun Jackson somehow ended up in the backfield, but it turns into being a nice play as he kind of cuts to the inside, circles around, goes back to the outside, and now we're going to run the play action, finding Riley Cooper, who would get knocked out with an injury as well. He would later return. Foles dropping back, finds Jeremy Macklin this time, gets to the 6-yard line, and then we'd run the triple option, pitching to Bryce Brown, who's going to cross the goal line right before halftime. Very good drive there, so we find ourselves down 7, still getting the ball back at the beginning of the third quarter, and now is definitely the time to try to make a run. We're going to have to get it on the ground to Bryce Brown now that Shady is out of the game. He picks up a first down. We give it to him again once more. Another first down. A nice juke move there. We're already into Broncos territory. The offense is clicking now. Deshaun Jackson on the curl route gets to the 24-yard line. Nick Foles hands off to Bryce, who picks up his third first down of the drive. Now inside the 10, second and goal. Brent Selleck wide open. And we have a tie ball game now. So the offense fought back. It's time for the defense to step up, make some plays. Not going to happen there as Demaryius Thomas picks up a first down. And then a huge run here. I couldn't tell if that was Moreno or Monte Ball. It doesn't matter because the Broncos are once again in scoring position. No type of pass rush there. Moreno gets hit. He fumbles the ball. We recover a huge play on defense, but it would eventually be challenged and overturned. In the very next play, Eric Decker scores once again. Another huge game-changing moment there. That could have been our ball with a tie game driving down the field. Instead, they take the 35-28 lead, and now we're going to have to go score for score on them as Deshaun catches a pass that could have been intercepted, and then we're going to drop back with Foles. Tries to find Deshaun this time. He drops the ball. 2nd and 10. Foles looks again once more. This time, Deshaun drops it again. 3rd and 10, trying to go to the out pattern there, and it was just a bad pass or a bad route, I'm not sure, but the former Philadelphia Eagle, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, intercepts the ball, something we could not afford to happen, being already down 7 and unable to stop the Denver offense. We do hold them to a 3rd and long here, but Peyton Manning, again, all types of time, a mess up there by me user controlling, and they're going to get another first down. 1st and goal here. Peyton Manning, again, no pass rush at all day. You cannot give him that much time. And there is another touchdown to Julius Thomas. So now the Broncos are up 14 points in the 4th quarter. Things are not looking good. We're going to try to manufacture some offense. Handing off to Bryce Brown there. Foles drops back, looks for Brent Selleck, and it's intercepted by Champ Bailey. He's going to get all the way to the 1-yard line. The defense would make a stop, hold them to a field goal, but that would pretty much wrap up the game. Real quick, going through the scores as long as I have enough time. The 49ers beat the Rams. The Ravens beat the Bills. The Cardinals beat the Bucks. The Steelers lost to the Vikings. The Giants lost to the Chiefs, who we play next week. That is the New York Giants. The Colts beat the Jaguars. Seattle beats Houston. Cincinnati beats Cleveland. Chicago gets beat 51-10 to Detroit. The Jets stay undefeated, winning 12-6 against Tennessee. Washington loses to the Raiders 26-20. Dallas loses to the Chargers 45-17. Atlanta gets blanked by the Patriots 29-0. And Miami loses to the Saints 34-20. So there are your Week 4 scores. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Make sure you subscribe if you're just looking around YouTube and you found this franchise. Make sure you click that thumbs up as well. It's Popular Stranger. I'm out, guys. Peace.